So we're close by, Luke's barbershop's just there, literally just 30 seconds away if that. Got there in time luckily, 1 minute to go. Get the hair cut, be fresh for the gym later.
Fresh for your holiday as well.
Fresh for my holiday of course, Venice first, and then hopefully catch some bit of sun there, ready for the next holiday.
I'm a ghost, I call your name, you look right through me. You're the reason I'm alone and masturbate. I've been trying to fix my pride, but that shit's broken. That shit's broken. I'm out and all the time.
So this is my protein shake. I take this in the morning when I'm running late for work. It saves time, it's really convenient. I have 2 scoops of whey, which is around 50 grams of protein, and it's about 5 grams of carbs, so it's perfect for when I'm cutting. Obviously low carbohydrates, it's good to kickstart my day and get me prepared for my day at work and the gym.
So what is it that you do?
So I look after the sports enrichment stuff. So external activities is a big part of my job. So arranging the activity, getting the students into the office to sign up and keeping them interested, making the posters, getting the word out there, then making the risk assessments for the activity, and then also bringing the students to the trip because I drive the minibus. And then obviously during the day-to-day stuff, it'll be like either in the sports hall or the gym. So sports hall just depends on what's on the timetable in the enrichment programme. And then the gym just depends on when it opens, and making people structured training programmes, personal training them, giving them nutrition advice, training advice. Obviously things like other day-to-day stuff would just be like answering my emails, keeping up to date with all that things, making sure the student lounge is okay, overseeing that. And any student general inquiries really comes to us. Yeah, that's it.
Why did you start, Cami?
So I started the gym I think about 3-4 years ago now. I think I decided to start the gym when I realised I was no good at any other sports. Well, not no good, but I knew I wasn't going to make it in any other profession. And my friends were just really good at football and I was a little bit not as good as them. So I think the gym, you just rely on yourself. It's not a team. It's just you relying on yourself. So it's whatever you put in, you get the results back. I think that's a big factor of me starting up the gym. Yeah.
So how long did it take for you to take into consideration the nutrition side?
Well, it took years. I'm still learning about it now, but I think I've learned within the last year or so how important nutrition is and how important your training really is. Because I used to go into the gym, say the first 2 or 3 years, like a headless chicken. Go in there, do one exercise, go to the next, and nothing had no structure to it. Now I try to track my lifts, record my diet, just stay a bit more on track, which has made massive improvements over the last year or so. So we went to the expo a few weeks ago. It was really good, a proper eye-opener. It keeps you really on track and motivated. I met a few YouTube bloggers and a few other people that compete. Which was good. That's like a real eye-opener. See how far off you are from the guys that do it as a living. It's good because you pick up all the free samples of stuff when you're walking around, all the t-shirts. I haven't got my one on today, but I usually do. And then that just saves you some money as well. Obviously you can pick up some stuff that's not even been released yet as well, which is a good touch. And then I took part in the challenge, which is how many calories you can burn in 1 minute. I won it, luckily. I won a 3 box of protein bars. So you had to sit on an assault bike, cycle as hard, push and pull as hard as you can for 1 minute. And I burnt 38 calories in 1 minute, which was the top score at the end of the day. So luckily I won a 3 box of protein bars, which I shared out on the way home with the students. Right, so supplements. I like taking many different supplements. I think that it's a good way of giving me that extra edge in the gym, keeping me on track, I'd say. My favourite supplement would be whey protein. I just think it's so convenient, it's easy to take, I can take it with me anywhere, it's really cheap per gram of protein. If you think a packet of chicken, to get 20 grams out of a packet of chicken would be £2 or £3, whereas with a shake would be about 30p. And it's just simple, fill it up at any water station in the college, can drink it, gets into my system quicker. My next favourite supplement would be BCAAs. I take that during my workout, so intra-workout, which would be just before, mostly during, and just a little bit after. So this helps my body prevent using energy into my muscle, so using muscle as energy, sorry. It actually uses the supplement instead of using my muscle. Another one would be maltodextrin, which is basically a carbohydrate, which I put with my BCAAs. It does the same thing, so it would take the malto instead of using my muscle as energy. That's a really good supplement, and it's cheap as well. A whole 2.5 grams would be 2.5 kg, sorry, would be something like £20, and it lasts for ages. Another supplement I use is creatine, so I put that in my shake as well, my intra shake. This helps bring water to your muscle, sorry, which gives you an extra pump, and it helps push a little bit heavier in the gym, I'd say. So it's good to hit your personal best. Caffeine is a supplement that I like to use a lot. I take that before the gym if I'm really tired. I try to keep that as low as I can. So if I'm really tired after work, I'll have a caffeine shot, give me a bit of a boost before my workout, keep me on track. It's like a pre-workout. One more supplement I like to use is something called casein. So it's slow releasing protein. I take that before bed. If you think when you go to sleep you're going into a fasted state for 8 to 10 hours, depending on how long your sleep is. So this is slow releasing through the night. So once again, it helps prevent your body using the muscle as energy. It will use the casein as energy instead. Quite cheap as well, £30 a bag or so. Same as whey protein, it lasts a long time. So unfortunately I think performance enhancing drugs are massive in the industry. A lot of the people that students and everyone looks up to really are taking some kind of steroid because they want to give that extra edge. It's a way of cheating and getting there quicker. Unfortunately, people don't know that they're taking this stuff because they're selling their other supplements that they claim to make their body in that shape, which isn't entirely true. Obviously, if they admit they're taking steroids, they lose their sponsorships and they can't do it. But I quite like this quote. I think this is quite relatable. It's the more difficult the victory, the greater the happiness in winning. So I think that's a good and relatable quote. It's a way of saying that it's harder to get to that target, but you feel more satisfied when you get there. So yeah, that's my take on it. So, body image. That's a tricky question. I suppose you're never really happy in a way, which is a bad thing. Obviously you're making improvements every day, but you don't really realise it because you're seeing your body every day. But I think a good way of tracking that is taking a photo maybe once or twice a month, maybe once a week if you wanted, and then looking at the photos. That's a good way of seeing your progression. Obviously friends and family is a good way of doing it as well. So when I get home I say to my girlfriend, oh, do I look any different today? And she'll say yes or no and things like that. It's a hard one because you're never really happy. I look in the mirror, some days I'm quite content and I feel happy, but then the next day my body looks totally different. It just depends on what you've eaten, your water intake, your carb intake. So it's a bit disheartening at times because you're like, oh, I've been working hard, why am I not seeing the results? But I think you've just got to stick at it, just see it out. Yeah, that's it really.